And we're asking students about gender identification. How many genders are there, guys?
Infinite amount.
What did he say? What?
Infinite amount?
Whatever you identify as.
Infinite amount, whatever you identify as. University asking students some questions around gender and gender ID, or self-IDing, I think it might be called. What are your thoughts? How many genders are there?
I guess as many as you want to identify as, or people want to.
How many genders there are? How many genders do you think there are?
I think it's a spectrum. Like, there's male and female sexes, but gender has been shown across like multiple cultures over the years to have a spectrum. Like, there are tribes that have a third gender, for example. So I don't think it's fair to say that there's just two. There is definitely multiple.
So it's not binary?
No, definitely not.
And gender's different to sex, therefore?
Definitely, yes.
Sorry, go on, yeah.
Sorry, I myself, I'm non-binary. I don't identify as female, but I don't identify as male either. If I could...
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah. Here we go, I'm TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? This is TJQUaKe, yo, ghetto gamer. That's right, back once again at you guys with some more craziness for your ears. And that's right, we about to get into some crazy deepness once again with, things that are going on over there in Canada that's not too far from coming over here, but pretty much happening in California, actually, from what I've been hearing. But yeah, bear with me here, you guys. But welcome once again to TJQUaKe's Ghetto Gaming Pop Culture Talk, where we get in here, we talk about all the craziness of pop culture, political news, gaming, you name it, movies, all that great stuff. We got the TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar, Save Your Dollar movie reviews, and we like to bring that shit live to you all the time with the MJ, my wife. We always get in here and we try to bring it to you real on what we real moviegoers that go to see movies and what we actually think about it, instead of listening to the cheesy whack supposable critics out there that get paid to tell a nice little review. No, we're gonna give it to you straight from the real people's audience review flavor, if you know what I mean. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this flow to the topic of today. The topic of today is stay out of my life. Stay out of my life with your guys' bullshits and everything. We have today a kid from Canada, a high school kid from Canada, all right, who basically decided that he's going to stand up for women's rights. And we mean the real women's rights. We're not talking about that fake feminazi bullshit. We're talking about the real shiz that women, the women are, in my personal opinion, getting the raw deal on. And what I mean by that is that you got these trans people now. The trans community is imposing their lifestyle on us. On real women, not what they call cis women. I'm talking about real women. We gonna change that word up, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't gonna say cis men, cis women. That's something that their bullshit society came up with, so that they can degrade what a real woman is, so they can degrade what a real man is, and so forth. So anytime somebody calls you a cis, any cis bullshit, you let them know that shit is offensive, and we gonna go to war with that word and everything. You guys don't like being called the wrong identity. Well, guess what? You gonna get that right back at you when you call us cis, because we ain't no cis nothing. That's some bullshit you motherfuckers made up and so forth. Because you guys can't handle the fact that society will never accept you for what you think you are. You will accept it, and by all means, like we always say and everything, do you, boo, do you. But don't freaking make me fall into your freaking weak, freaking delusional fantasy world, because we're not doing it, and we're stepping up. Us conservatives are stepping up, because this is the very thing that we feared in the beginning, was that when you give somebody a little bit of rope, they want to take the whole damn thing. You give them a little rope, okay, cool, you guys want to be out and do your thing, you're out the closet, cool, whatever, and so forth. Okay, you guys want to get married, okay, whatever. Oh, now you guys want Christian preachers to marry you? No, see, now you're stepping over the line. Because, see, we don't believe in the way you live. You want to live the way you want to live, that's on you. You live the way you want to live, but don't force us to go in with it. And that's what they're doing now in certain areas. And now you got Canada is just losing it. Their President Trudeau, that flipneck over there, oh man, he's running Canada into the freaking dirt. They losing all their freedoms over there. And this one specifically because this young teenage boy, who I'm about to show you right now, 16 years old, he happens to stand up, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He gets arrested for misgendering somebody. Oh, yes, what, you guys didn't think that could happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, they trying to make that shit happen now. This is where woke society is gone, ladies and gentlemen. You don't agree with them? Guess what the dictators do? They force you to agree with them. They force you to live your life in a delusional world and so forth. And these LGBTQ motherfucking activists out there, and I'm not talking about all of them, I'm talking about the activists, the ones that want to force us to bow down to their freaking bullshits and so forth. We ain't doing it, brah. And this boy right here, he's a perfect example of that because he stood up for women. He stood up for the fact that he wasn't going to sit there and go with the narrative of men being able to go into women's bathrooms in his school. There was another girl that did the same thing. She wasn't too happy about it. But anyway, he's getting arrested for simply protesting the shiz because he wasn't for it and whatnot. And the school, which, and get this one, you guys. Are you guys ready for this? Are y'all ready? Ready? Look at this one. It's a Catholic school. Yes! Catholic! It's a Catholic school. This is supposed to be Christian, you guys. Oh, the misery. Where have we gone wrong, Lord? These supposable fake Christians and everything, Catholics, which I always thought there was something up with Catholics. They don't follow too closely to the Bible sometimes is what I think. But that's the reason why they get easily persuaded by all this freaking bullshit. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to show you a couple little videos. I'm going to make a quick short video. I'm going to show you a couple little videos real quick so you guys can see what's going on with this kid. And we'll discuss. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go over here. Hope y'all are all doing well. Hope you guys are digging on what's happening in your lives and things are going great. I want all you guys to always know that TJQUaKe, no matter if you're a leftist, right, in the middle, whatever, you guys can always throw out a comment and say how you feel. I don't give a flip if you cuss me out. I really don't, because it don't hurt me. I'll just come back at you and so forth. That's how it is. That's how a free society works. You know, you hit me, I hit you back. That's how we do it. Anyway, so let's do it, y'all. Let's see now. He's being uplifted by the community here because he's standing up. He's truly standing up for women's rights. So let's go there. Go on, bro. Speak your piece.
You know what, guys? This is exactly what we need. Young people standing up for what they believe in. And you know what? I'm going to hug you right now because you are actually our hope. You are the one that is giving us all hope. Thank you.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the reason why they're doing this and everything and giving him this big hug because the community saw what he stood up for. He got arrested for basically just speaking his mind. And it all happened in class and so forth. And you guys are about to see what went down because of him standing up. I'm going to show you him telling you what happened, and I'm going to show you him getting arrested and so forth. Because it's freaking it's wild, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over here real quick and so forth. And I'm going to show you a little something of what's happened. He'll explain what happened. Listen to it in his own words, y'all. Here it goes.
So, yeah, the entire issue basically started when I moved to the Catholic board. I used to be in the public board, and very quickly I was informed by female students that male students were using the female washrooms. This is an issue that came up in the class debate, and I used that platform to share my opinions as every other student had the opportunity to do. And I quoted some scripture. I said that there's only two genders, and apparently, because there was transgender students in those classes, that was considered bullying. And I went beyond the class.
See, consider bullying. Now think about that. He's in a Catholic school, you guys. Christianity. Anybody know who's a Christian, who's a hardcore, who's a real Christian, who truly believes in the word of God, would know that this to be what he just said is true. And he quoted some scriptures in a Christian school. Of all places, he's quoting scripture, and they got some trannies, a couple trans flipnecks in the daggum school. You would think these people would be laughed out of school and everything, but no, they're accepted and so forth. Nobody's doing any harm to them. And because the question came up as how many genders there are, he says there's only two genders. Yeah, you saw where that went. Yeah, these people, there's this, and I got to show you this one video, you guys. This one video later on about this guy, the Turning Point UK, everything, goes to college campuses and asks people, hey, how many genders are there? Will you, ladies and gentlemen, it will blow your mind how these freaking kids think now. These kids have lost their minds, dude. They're beyond help. It's literally that bad. Go on, dog.
Classroom, and I took it to the office and I said, okay, this is an issue. There's female students that are uncomfortable. Something needs to be done. And I was ignored. A female student made the same complaint I did, and they ignored her as well. So at that point, I decided to organize a protest outside my school. And 2 days before the protest, they suspended me indefinitely. And then they permanently banned me from 2 of my classes. And when I attended those classes, they suspended me again and then excluded me twice. And at the end of the semester, on the first day of the new semester, I decided to return to school and try to recover my credits and actually get an education. And yeah, they arrested me.
Wow. See that? Arrested him. I'll show you that real quick. And I'm going to let you see the people that are all happy and cheering this on as he's being arrested. Now, normally, he's doing a little peaceful protest, whatever. Same thing that all these BLMs and Antifas and all these motherfuckers and these feminazi women marches always do. They don't get arrested. But because he's on the right side of God, he's for God. They're truly for God. Because I don't know about that daggum school. That Catholic school, they might as well get rid of that name. After this bullshit right here, and mind you guys, this is in Canada. And from here, they try to make this shit happen here in Cali. Oh yes, Gavin wants to freaking put this shit into play. But here it is, right here. Check it out. Look at this fool in the background screaming, yes! Yes! You're arresting him for saying that there's only 2 genders! Yay! These people are freaking lost their minds. But see, this is what it's come down to, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, your freedoms are at hand. Your freedoms are at hand, peoples. This is what they want to do to us when we don't agree with them. They want to get it, and then you know what sickens me even more? Is that the police are actually going to arrest him. That's what sickens me even more. We can't get the police to do freaking shiz when it comes to freaking fighting crime. But they'll come down here and arrest this guy, though. See, I have my reasons for some of the reasons why sometimes cops are starting to get on my nerves a little bit. We stand up for cops. Trump stands up for these people and everything. We back the cops. I'm 100% for police and everything. What I don't like is when the police don't freaking defend us and everything. When they don't defend us, the people that back them, they will protect the fools that are screaming, yelling, and saying F the police and burning shit down, jumping on their cars and turning cop cars over. Oh yeah, they do that shit all day long in the protests, but do they get arrested? Hells to the no. No, the governor says, no, leave them alone. But anybody that tries to mess with, if you try to mess with one of these people that are against you, police, then we want you to, give up your badge. So the police have to fall in line. Me as a police, if I was a police officer, dude, I'm sorry, I'd be quitting, dude. I'm sorry, if I can't defend the rights of people that truly matter and so forth, then why am I a cop then? What's the purpose of being a police officer? and everything. I'm supposed to protect and serve, not arrest people for stupid shit like, oh, they don't believe in more than two genders. The police don't believe in more than two genders, but they're going to arrest him because he made a little protest and little shout about, hey, respect women. We don't need men going into women's spaces and stuff like that in their sports and whatnot. And guess who gets freaking thrown away and thrown into jail? But these motherfuckers back here who are freaking delusional, crazy lunatics, they get the freaking upper hand. This is the reason why the country is getting to the point where we're going to split. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, it's happening already and everything. There is going to be a split in this country. Already we got the red states are talking about conceding from the country. You already have over there in Oregon, 29 different counties, 29 are seceding from Oregon. It's about to happen. It's going down as we speak. And they're going to become part of Idaho. They're calling it the Greater Idaho. And it's already passed. A whole bunch of stuff is already passed. They got one little thing left. And it's done. Because they're sick of Portland freaking basically making the decisions from people who don't believe in the stupidity that these flipnicks are all about. They don't want to live under laws where, if I say if I call she and don't call her a they, I'm going to go to jail? Really? You must be out your last mind and everything. I tell you what, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to go to jail for a reason. And it won't be for that. Trust me, if that's what you taking me for, then let me go ahead and do the real shit. And so forth and everything. Because this is ridiculous right here. But let's go on and finish this off.
Police budget just balanced itself. I don't even know.
The police budget balanced itself.
Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Just a little bit back, thank you.
Yeah. So that's kind of disturbing to see, right?
And that was Black Conservative showed a little bit of that. And I love Black Conservative because, dude, that guy comes on here and he just puts it down, dude. Black Conservative, much props to you, dude. Thanks for putting that out there, man. Because we freaking need it, dude. Because this shit has just gotten ridiculous. It's just gotten ridiculous and everything. Completely ridiculous. But that's what happened, you guys. So he gets taken to jail for stupidity. Stupidity! It's like, what the hee-haw, dude? And again, like I said, what angers me is that the police will come and arrest him for something as simple as that. Let me fix my hat. I'm doing my damn real quick. They'll arrest him for something like that, but they don't arrest these other people. I'm sorry, dude. I can't be a police officer, dude. Not in this day and age and everything. I feel for police. Because they gotta bow down to all this freaking shit that these leftist governors. Now, fortunately, that's not here in America yet. That's coming to America. Oh yeah, this is what they want here in America. So you misgender somebody, they want you put in jail. You hear them guys? Yeah, finally the police are doing what they're supposed to do. Arrest people that don't agree with us. Can you believe some shit like that? That's their Trudeau out there in freaking Canada, which is why they're trying to get rid of that motherfucker right now. Because he's literally a dictator. To the utmost, he's a dictator. Okay? He is just literally beyond evil, in my personal opinion, and everything. This guy is just Hitler and everything else wound up into one. He's ridiculous, dude, and he's using police to enforce his bullshit and so forth. And he's bowing down to these LGBTQ activists, and I call them activists because those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the ones that mind their business, and because there's a lot of people in the LGBTQ community, the gay community, whatever, even the trans community, that don't agree with this shit. They don't like the fact that, they think it's stupid and so forth. Trust me. And they're out there. But a lot of them silence because they don't want to be canceled and everything. And that's what happens. When guys like this come over there and they try to help and they don't agree with a man who wants to be son of a woman going into the woman's bathroom. going into the women's sports and swimming like Leah Thompson, which I'm about to show you. Here's an update to one of the girls, and a lot of these women now they're over him. They're over this dude and everything, because this man literally got butt naked in the daggum freaking girl, the women's locker room for swimming, and he still got his shiz dang-a-lang and swang-a-lang and take-a-lang, bang, 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 and everything in front of the girls, and watching the girls undress, and they feel completely uncomfortable with this guy who's still got all his shiz in place and so forth. They got to sit there. Watch, you'll get to hear it from one of the girls that came in literally second or third place, I think. During the big competitions, and Leia took all the freaking gold and so forth, all the big major shiz and everything. Because why? It's because it's a freaking dude and everything. Dude, this dude's shoulders are broader than mine. Shiz is out to here and so forth. He's got all his man parts, all of it. He's got a structure of a man. But he wants to call himself a woman, though, because his hair is long. Dude, I know heavy metalers that look more like a woman than you do. From back in the 80s. You remember glam rock? Yeah. And so forth and everything. They had long hair, too. They weren't calling themselves women, though. It's like, dude, the craziness of these people, dude, is astonishing. But this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're going. They're going to take your freedoms away. They're trying to, this is what the Democratic and the leftists are doing. I'm just here to give you guys a warning and everything. Like the prophets of old in the biblical times gave prophecies, warnings of what was happening. The Bible tells all of this is happening. It predicted, man, I believe the Bible more and more every single day. The more I see the way the world is, oh man, the Bible's on point. Man, the apostles, John, Paul, Peter, all of them were on point. They predicted this stuff to the T, and it is literally happening. The Bible says evil will become good, good will become evil, and so forth. Because these daggum leftist liberals, and I'm telling you right now, the Antichrist is coming through the Democratic Party, you guys. When the Antichrist does come, if he's not already here and everything, which I think I'm starting to believe he's already here, and he's in hiding. He hasn't revealed himself yet. Because look at all the wicked and immoral shiz that's happening in our world. See, these kids today, they're all being bamboozled and everything. They are the guinea pigs to what the trueness of what's going to get ready to start happening. Look at how things are happening. Look at how our language is being changed. These people don't believe in women no more. They think babies should be killed. This is what they believe. And they got these kids freaking protesting saying, it's a woman's right, it's a woman's choice. Really? But you guys don't fight for the fact that you women are getting, are literally losing your womanhood to these men who want to say that they're women. They're down to the point of calling you cis women. In other words, you're not a real woman. They're the real women. That's what they're really saying when they call you a cis woman. They're trying to degrade who women are. But let's go on. You don't believe me? Believe somebody who's in the trenches having to deal with this bullshit firsthand. Let's go to this girl right here, the swimming star girl. Riley is her name, right? Riley Gaines and everything. And the many other girls that were on the swim team that had to deal with freaking this flip neck. Oh, well, watch what they have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, this will be a dandy. Check out this shit. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Here we go. Go on, girls. Speak your mind.
That you are campaigning against with the NCAA is to make sure that men who have transitioned to be a woman do not share the same locker room as female athletes.
Correct.
Did you share a locker room with Leah Thomas?
Yes. The NCAA, of course, we competed against Thomas, but we were not forewarned beforehand that we would be sharing a locker room with Leah. We did not give our consent. They did not ask for our consent. But in that locker room, we turned around and there's a 6'4" biological man dropping his pants and watching us undress. And we're exposed to male genitalia. And so that...
You see that? Exposed to male genitalia. They're getting undressed. This motherfucker got his dang-a-swang, his peacock. He got that all swang-a-langing in front of the women, acting like he's a woman. But I'm a woman. That's funny because I don't remember women having balls and dinglings. I don't remember women having that and so forth. That's not the biology I remember. But this motherfucker is so delusional. Oh no, never mind that thing that's sticking up and rising up in front of you girls because I'm getting aroused by watching you undress and getting because this motherfucker still like women. But he's a woman. Okay. I guess he's lesbian. Right? Go on, girl.
Because he hasn't had surgery, gender-affirming surgery.
Correct. At the time, correct. And so that to me was worse than the competition piece. Not even probably a year, 2 years ago, this would have been considered some form of sexual assault, voyeurism. But now, not even are they just allowing it to happen, it's almost as if these large organizations are encouraging it to happen. Of course, after our NCAA championships, the NCAA then nominated Thomas for NCAA Woman of the Year. So we're celebrating.
See that, Shiz?
This movement. This isn't something that happened by chance on a one-off basis. They're encouraging men to compete in women's sport.
Can you believe that bullshit, dude? Can you believe that bullshit? And so forth. So they're encouraging. They're basically encouraging men to join women's sports, and called this dude who's got all his male flavor. I mean, dude, the dude's broad-shouldered, everything. Tall, 6'4", 6'2", 6'4", something like that. See how he towers over all the girls in there. He's got arm reach, dude. He was beating these girls hands down and so forth. But nope, that's supposed to be fair. No, we're doing it for women. And the stupid feminists protect this guy. They protect these trans women and so forth to be in their sports. You guys are the dumbest motherfuckers, dude. Seriously. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we are raising idiots nowadays. This Generation Z and millennials are being raised to be idiots. We only got a few good ones, and this is why we're celebrating this dude right here. This student right here has balls. He's not a coward. He goes up and he stands for what he believes in. And so be it, he got arrested for it and whatnot. Because he's not afraid. He's not afraid to speak out. And that's what we should all be doing. We should be speaking out against this bullshit. I do not have a problem with you wanting to be what you want to be. You want to be a man that wants to be a woman, fine. Do it, dog. It's all good. You do you. Like I always say, please do you. Don't worry about it. I'm not tripping on you, man. Do you? You want to dress like a woman? You want to put a girl's dress on, some lipstick, some fake breath? Do it however you want. Woman wants to be a man. You notice that the women that become men, and I've said this before, the women that decide they want to be men, you notice that none of them join the men's sports? Watch and see. Look to see how many women who've become men. And I mean, look really good now to see how many women that became men are in men's sports. Ask them if they go to jail, which prison cell would they go? Which prison would they want to go to? A man's prison or a woman's prison? I guarantee you they won't want to go to the man's prison. You want to know why? Because they know men are raw and ruthless and brutal. You get into a man's world, you're going to be dealing with man power, strength, and rage. You're going to be dealing with the testosterone that you ain't going to be able to handle. Women try to act like they can compete with men when it comes to that kind of thing. And those are the ones that are stupid enough to freaking let these trans women come into their sports because they think, oh, it's even. Oh, they're taking hormones. You guys are just dumb. Biologically, you'll never be the same as a man. A man will never be the same as a woman. Women have their great traits and men have their great traits. We're equal when it comes to the mind. When it comes to the mind. But when it comes to physicality, women are not equal to men in strength. You're not. And if you don't like that, if you're getting all butthurt and triggered and everything, I don't give a shiz. I don't care about your freaking feelings. Because this shit has got to stop. Somebody's going to get hurt. And it's going to be women. That's the problem. You guys keep thinking it's going to be the women. The women are the ones that are suffering in all this. Did you know, and I'm going to leave you guys with this thought. In the Bible, it says the Antichrist hates women. He's not going to be into women. Yeah. He's going to be as gay as all get out and so forth. And he's not going to like women. Women are going to lose in this battle if you guys don't freaking wake up. Women need to start standing up like this dude and start speaking up for their true rights and stop letting these men come into your sport and now starting to dictate your lives in that area. You guys don't realize you guys are giving up all your freedoms. You're giving up all your rights to these men. These men are up there saying, oh, I had a period. They're trying to take away your womanhood from you. And now they're belittling you, saying you're a cis woman. What kind of bullshit is that? So it makes them feel like they're more of a woman than you. That's what that shit is all about, ladies and gentlemen. They're putting titles on shit. They're trying to erase biology. They're trying to come up with fantasy land, and they want all of us to live in it. And I and this young man right here, we're not going to do it. We've said we're done with this shit. We're not having this. And so forth. He goes to a freaking Catholic school, and in the Catholic school, might as well just go call himself Satan school now. It's not Catholic. You might as well be one of these public schools. Why go to a Catholic Christian school if that's not what they're going to be teaching or following the guidelines of? No, they bow down to Satan. That's who they bow down to, and so forth. And that's the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just trying to let you guys know. We need to get back out there in the fight. We need to stay out there. That's the reason why I make some of these videos the way I do and so forth, because I really don't give a shit. I don't care and everything. That's the reason why I recommend anybody that disagrees with me, come on, get on and be brave and get on and say some comments and everything. I'm telling you right now, it'll go in this ear and out the other. I don't give a shiz. And everything. I will respect your right to say something and say what you disagree with, and then I'm gonna friendly disagree with you back, and so forth. Because I believe in God, Jesus Christ Almighty, the one that came to this earth and died for our sins. I pray that you people out there will follow Jesus and get your souls in order, because the day is coming. Trust me, the day is coming. And if not today, not tomorrow, it's coming. It will happen. It's going to happen when you least expect it, because God says, I'm coming like a thief in the night. You ain't going to know the day and hour. So I close with that, ladies and gentlemen. Get right. This stuff right here, bunch of bullshit. And you cops out there that want to say you want to stick up for the rights of the people and you want to protect people, start getting a backbone and stop freaking arresting young men like this who simply just had a little protest and said that he doesn't believe in more than two genders. How are you going to arrest a person for doing that? There's no freaking law. I guess in Canada, I guess there is, and everything. And I hear they're trying to push that shiz in Cali. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, time to put your thinking caps on. Time to get back, time to get into battle. I'm telling you right now, the country is going to start splitting, and it's not going to be good for you leftists. Trust me on that, because in the end, you guys are going to be the losers, not us. Have a good one, y'all. This is TJQUaKe, yo ghetto gamer. I hope you guys like the flavor. If you guys like what I put out here, if you guys agree with what I do here, please put a nice little like in there. Subscribe and share the video. It helps a brother out. All right, you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. God bless. You know how I do.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Let's do this. TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I'm TJQUaKe, the ghetto gamer on this gaming thing. Gonna bang 'em up, gonna shoot 'em up, right here on the gaming string. Bang, bang, blaze 'em on up. TJQUaKe, we're bustin' like 1, 2, 3. Here we go.